Welcome to another episode of the Fair Cootie Files. What are we talking about today? We don't know. We're going to yap. It's Christmas.
It is in 2 days. And it is 60 degrees outside.
Which is the best Christmas present God has ever given me. It really.
Except for the impending doom of the climate.
Okay, well, I don't want to talk about that right now. God gave me a Christmas present. It's warm and I get to be happy.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm going to go outside and just enjoy outside. I have not done a single thing. I have not wrapped. I did put up a tree. And I hung my Bon Natale. Got to bring the Italian into the home. So I did that.
Did you get your ornaments on the tree yet?
I did. I actually did do that, so it's exciting. I did say I put up my tree, but then I didn't. I did put up the tree physically, but I didn't put up the tree because I didn't put the ornaments on it. I did not put lights on it because Craven is a menace. So he does, in terms of new developments, he does think that all ornaments are balls. So they must be taken off the tree and brought to your lap so that you can throw them for him. Right. So we're trying to train him that ornaments are not balls. Just because they're the same shape does not mean they're the same thing.
Or maybe just get non-glass ball ornaments for him that he can take off the tree and you can play with them.
Yeah, so he's been taking the ceramic ones off the tree. I put all the nice ones up top, and he's been taking the like cheapies from Target off the tree. So like, fine. I mean, he just carries them around the house. He doesn't break them. He's pretty good about like not squeezing them. He just gently carries them around and then drops them in your lap or throws them at you and then walks away. You know.
Expect him to play.
If they made ornaments, listen, whoever's listening, I don't think this exists. Maybe that's $1 million idea.
Maybe you don't want to hear it on the podcast.
All right, fine, I won't. My husband probably would appreciate it if I didn't. It's a good idea.
Okay, share it with me later.
Okay, I will. So anyway, so that's we're doing barbecue Christmas because we don't feel Christmassy. So we're gonna do. Jeremy's gonna smoke a ham and do a prime rib, and I'm making fried potato balls with mozzarella cheese in the middle. We'll see how those go because I can't cook. I feel like it's a very ambitious choice.
We'll be requiring photos/videos of that show.
I'll send them to you if they come out okay.
Either way, I'll be requiring photos/videos.
Yeah, you'll definitely get them if they're not good. Look it, I broke it. And mac and cheese and asparagus. And that's the plan.
Yeah.
And cheesecakes. What are you guys doing for Christmas? Are you cooking?
I'm cooking.
God bless.
Yeah. I don't know how I managed to get so lucky in my Christmas plans and our traditions, but Christmas Eve we spend with Adam's family.
Yeah.
And this year Lisa is hosting instead of Mom.
Oh.
In her house, and her babies can be in her space.
No.
Zach's gonna cook us breakfast on the Blackstone.
I love that.
That'll be good. We always do Christmas like breakfast and brunch.
I love that.
Play games all day.
That's very cute.
Eve, and then Christmas dinner we always do at my dad's, and we always do
Yes.
prime rib.
Yes.
So
Christmas dinner at Papa Todd's is kind of like Thanksgiving. It's peak. Yeah. I generally crash Christmas dinner at Papa Todd's.
yeah, you typically crash whatever holiday.
Hello, I'm here. Did you invite me? Haha, I'm still here.
I came with some dessert.
I brought a present. It's banana bread. So we are only. Sophie's leaving us tomorrow. She's gonna stay overnight with Grandma.
For multiple days or just?
No, just one day. Just one day. They're both coming back over Christmas morning.
Oh, nice.
So, but they're gonna stay together. Yeah. Yeah.
That's exciting.
I know. My husband and I'll have like a whole night to ourselves. Like I can't even.
You have good plans? You want to see it?
That's literally what I said. I was like, "You want to go to the casino for Christmas Eve?" I was like, "What is wrong with you?" I was like, "Do you want to go though?" I feel like you do. It'd be great. What the heck?
No kids.
No kids.
Would you like to do fun? Yeah. You should do the thing.
I mean, I don't like to do it I lose and then I get mad. That's the problem. I'm like $20 and I'm like, dang.
Yeah, I have $100 limit when I go. That's my limit.
Yeah, correct.
And if I blow through through that without making anything back, then I walk away.
Yeah, I'm just so mad the whole time though. Yeah.
Adam has a $0 limit. He does not tolerate. That is not his idea of fun or how he wants to spend his money.
Jay is really good at blackjack, so that is his idea of how he wants, because he normally walks out,
Yeah, winning
3 or 4 times up, whereas some of us put their money in the slots and lose all our money. Except for last time. Last time I put in $20 and hit $714. I was like, and we're done.
I've never won that big, but when we went on the cruise for my dad's birthday, I walked out with like $350. That was the biggest one I ever had on a cruise ship, and that was like,
that's a huge one on a cruise ship. That's a huge one.
And at the time, Adam had just lost his job, so I was like, I'm betting this $100. I'm like, I don't know where this is going. Like, I need this $100, so we'll see where this is going. I don't even know that I should have still taken this vacation, but it was prepaid.
So I'm here.
I'm here.
I would have been like, Dad, I lost $100. Jokes on you. I need it back. So can you happy birthday to me?
Dad was very kind and paid for all of my drinks while we were there. So yeah,
Papa Dad's the best.
Sure, we were.
Papa Dad and Renee are the best. I love them. I was gonna take Mom on a cruise for her 70th.
She would hate that. Why would you do that?
Listen, to the Greek Isles. She's always wanted to do that. Remember we talked about that.
On a cruise ship?
I was gonna take the 3 of us, and I thought she'd be fine. She didn't want to do it.
No, I can't. It's fine.
Okay, all right. Well, I thought it was a good idea.
I think that she would love to go to the Greek Isles, just not on a cruise ship. I think it's the most efficient way to probably see.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is we could hit all the things. Right.
Not a terrible way to do it, but I know your mother.
She just was like, I don't even want to leave the country. I was like, well, where do you want to go? She was like, nowhere. And I was like, do you want to go to the city, like, for the weekend? No. Okie dokie. And then when I went to the city this last weekend, she was like, you stayed at the Ritz without me? Lady, I've been trying to get you to leave your house for 6 months. You little hermit crab, come out of your shell. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you just bought the plane ticket for Janice, she would go. She would not be happy about it, but she would go, and then she'd be happy when she got there.
Would she be happy when she? That's the problem. Traveling with Janice is truly the worst experience of your life. Like, she's just a menace.
She likes to be at home.
She's such an asshole the whole trip until you come home, and then once you're flying into Chicago and you're sad because you're flying back into Chicago, she's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, don't talk to me. You've been rude for 7 days. We're not friends right now.
I feel like she would be a really good solo traveler.
She would never travel. Would you solo traveler in her house? If she could travel in her house and never leave, that would be how she would travel. She actually is a terrible traveler. She should not travel alone. She's a terrible traveler. She's not. Oh my God. Or paying attention to signs. Oh my God. I was watching her. We were in the airport, and she was like, where are we going? I was like, it's literally right there. There's 3 signs that tell you where to go. She was like, I just don't know. And I was like, read the sign. What happened to you? When I was little, how did we get around? It wasn't Dad. I know it wasn't Dad. Dad also couldn't read signs, so I know it wasn't Dad.
Those stories always surprise me, knowing your mom, because she is like also at the same time like the strongest, most independent person I've ever met.
But when I'm around, her brain just dies. I walk in the room and my mom's like, meep. Off. You handle it. But you know what's funny? This weekend we were in Chicago, and I was like literally skipping through downtown, and Jeremiah was like, hey, could you quit? Could you get back here? Could you stand by me? Could you look around? We have a kid with us. Are you paying attention for her safety? I was like, no, it's your job. I don't understand what conversation we're having. That's not my job. That's your job.
You're her safe person.
Yeah, I'm hers, and he's mine. Because I was skipping right through downtown and didn't even pay attention. I was like, do. Just bopping through life. He was very mad at me. He was like, you do this a lot. Do you know that? I was like, no. Apparently, my whole brain shuts off with him, too. So I do get it. It's annoying because every time she does it, I'm like, use that one brain cell that is in there right now that's still kicking. There's one I know that's still in there and kicking. Even when it's off, I know there's still one bounced around in there. So could you just use that one for 1 minute, please? going to shut the other 7,000 you have because you're very smart off, could you at least leave the one bouncing around in there? Doesn't have to be dormant in the corner. Tell it to wake up. No, she's very strong and very independent, but I'm her safe space, obviously. Which,
you allow her to let her walls come down.
Yeah. We want our kids to feel like that about us, I guess, and our parents to feel like that about us. So I must be my daughter's safe space because she just doesn't give a shit through life. She just bounces right along. Do. Your kid too.
She's also a child.
Your kid too. When we're places, she's like,
yeah, my child does not pay attention to detail.
No.
In her surroundings, unless she has a reason to.
Yes.
But yeah, there's adults there.
No, yeah, that's my favorite. We'll go somewhere and she's like, just like bouncing around in front of me. Her little head even moves a little bit when she walks. Sometimes it's my favorite. She's so
told her that she was gonna have to sit down and talk to you about ILMEA one of these days coming up.
Oh, we should bring her on the podcast, dude. That'd be such a good Christmas.
Well, she's
I don't have one with Soph and Ad.
She's performing. Her competition is Sunday, January 3rd. Yeah, for IBSO.
I can't wait.
So if you judges are watching, actually, this will probably be after January 3rd.
But also.
But she's practicing really very hard.
She's pretty impressive.
She is very impressive. And she's only been doing it for 1.5 years, which I think is
she's
the most impressive piece about it.
She's literally incredible. But I've known that since she was born, so very unsurprised. She was born and I was like, oh, she's perfect.
She recently picked up hand making and hand sewing stuffed animals.
I love her. Of course she did. I hope she makes one for Christmas. Tell her.
So she's currently working on a little whale, and today she decided that she was going to rip its seam at its mouth open because she wanted his mouth to actually be open. Move. Yeah, move. Yeah. But it was a little
Okay, well, tell her that's actually what I want for Christmas is for her to make me a stuffed animal that I can save forever.
That's pretty adorable. Oh my god! At the same time, I found the lamb that Dula May made her.
Okay, so for those of you who are watching, you don't know the backstory here. So my family, Alyssa and I have been best friends since we were, 12. So my family adopted Alyssa a very long time ago into ours, just like hers did me. Like she's ours and I'm theirs. It's fine. So my grandma, when anybody was born, if a baby was born, you got a little shoe, a little painted ceramic shoe. And if it was a girl, you got a baby doll with clothes. And if it was a boy, you just got the lamb, but the girl also got the lamb. So maybe she had a preference on girls versus boys. But she would crochet these lambs. And they all had different little ribbons around their neck and they're very cute. But every kid had got one. So my grandma, when we were 20 probably, she was not sick, not anything. She was like, just in case I die, I'm going to make lambs for all of you. And then turns out Alyssa was pregnant at the time, so it worked out great. I
was 22.
20. I'm sorry, you were 21 when you were pregnant though, right? Yeah.
I found out I was pregnant when I was 1 month fresh into 22.
Yes. So she gave the lamb to Alyssa. And then when she found out Alyssa was having Addison, and she was still here and could see her and meet her, she made another one. And then she also made her a shoe.
She made her all kinds of things. Yeah, I've got a hoodie still that your grandma made her.
Oh my god, I forgot about her little crocheted hoodies. Dula May's love how she showed you she loved you when she made you things, whether it was a blanket or she would paint plates. She would do.
Yes, I have a painted snowman I put out every year at Christmas that Dula May made us.
Me too.
We've got a blanket.
Mine's out too. Yeah, the blanket is.
Little jewelry dishes.
Oh yeah, I have so many jewelry dishes. The little dog one's my favorite. Remember the little dog one she made? It looks like Lady and the Tramp. It's so cute. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, she was a very crafty lady.
She could do everything. I can do none of the things. It's very impressive how I got none of her.
It's kind of funny Addison's very coded like that.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. But that totally makes sense to me. That totally makes sense to me that she can do all those things. Because that is very much she's always been very able to do things. Even as a little kid. Remember we got her that bow and arrow when she was 3?
Annoying.
Okay, listen, I bought her a bow and arrow. I bought her a lot of things they didn't want me to buy her, but that's a different conversation.
Annoying on many levels when I say that.
One time I got her a Dora the Explorer guitar. I think it was like 6 days later, Adam was like, that's in the trash.
We may have taken the batteries out first. I don't know.
Yeah, she loved it though. She was a big fan. Loved it. She loved Dora the Explorer as her favorite. Anyway, so I remember that we gave her that bow and arrow, and she like, I couldn't even figure out how to load it. Like I was like having a hard time. It was a little kid thing, but I was having a hard time figuring out how to load it. And she like walked up, grabbed it out of my hand with her little Davy Crockett hat on, and just loaded it and got it perfect and shot Jeremiah with it.
Yeah, I believe she was wearing a princess dress.
She was wearing a princess dress, a Davy Crockett hat, a princess dress, and then she shot Jeremiah with it. It was my favorite thing I've ever watched in my life. The picture of it is even better because she's like, when she's trying to figure it out, I took a picture of her and she's like, so cute. She was so smart. She's still so smart. She is a very talented kid. But again, I've known she was perfect since the day she was born. So.
She made honors everything but math. She's real annoyed about it. For her high school, they got their schedules.
Poor kiddo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel like she did say though, she's like, well, be my easy class then that I can like actually just survive the other classes.
Yeah. Because the other classes are going to be.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah, hard. Soph just finished her first semester of high school algebra with an 89%. So I'm super proud of her.
Have it on her.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
So,
yeah. So she's got one more semester of that, and then when she goes to high school, she still has to take 4 math classes. So she'll have 5 years of math by the time she graduates.
But she'll end up in calculus when she graduates, right?
She'll be out, yeah. She'll be done with calculus. She'll finish that junior year.
She'll take calculus in college, which is really
huge, yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
So she'll do algebra 1 is right now. That's what she's in. She'll go into algebra 2 next year, then geometry, then pre-calc, then calc. So she'll be done.
I get really fortunate. I was supposed to have calculus as a prerequisite to my graduation for my degree, and halfway through, I put off the math forever because I was like, it's going to be so many consecutive semesters that I just need to take them like all at once, basically. And they came back and said because technically it's engineering.
Yeah.
But like it's not, it's art.
Yeah.
But it's like both.
Yeah, correct.
So they're like, well, technically with the graphic information, it's not information technology, it's graphic information technology. So we've lowered the requirement to college algebra because it made more sense given your
Amen.
Given your like other classes that you're taking, like you don't need pre-calculus.
God bless you.
And so I'm just very grateful that it took me as long to complete college as it did, so I didn't just rush into calculus because I would have hated my life so hard. Math is not my strong suit, but algebra is.
Yeah,
I
love
enjoy algebra. Anything
Yeah.
beyond algebra, when we start like heavy graphing, it just makes my brain hurt.
Yeah, I don't
like it either. I did pretty well in it, but I did not like it. I was laughing because Sophie thinks she's so smart because she's in high school algebra and she's so smart. But like sometimes you got to let them kids know that they aren't the only ones. So I told her, I was like, I was really good at algebra too. So if you ever need help, and she was like, I doubt it's the same. Like, first of all, I'm not that much older than you, so reel it in.
So math is math.
Right. Math is not going to, I doubt it's the same. Like, I'll kick you off a bridge. Don't talk to me like that. So so she told me that it wasn't the same. And then I was like, she was like, and I bet I'm better at algebra than you were. And I was like, do you? And she was like, yeah. I was like, get an A because you don't have an A yet. And I did. So get an A.
Did you tell her that you also never had a B in your life?
So she didn't believe me. I've said that several times. And she was like, never.
No, never, because it was not allowed in her house.
Correct. It's not allowed in our house either, so we're all on the same page. Just because she's too smart. If she was not as smart as she is, B's are when she doesn't try. She gets a B without trying. That's like I put in the least effort I could and got an 86. Like, it's annoying. So anyway, I was cleaning out the basement and Peter left me a present because he knew that I needed to tell this child that I was smart. So
Transcripts.
he left me my testing from 8th grade in a bin downstairs. Like, why would that be here? I don't know. This bin had my testing scores from Shepherd from 8th grade, where I tested out top 100% of the nation in algebra. So I was like, when I walked to the house, I dropped it on the table. I was like, what's it say under algebra? Does that say 100, top 100% of the nation? I mean, does that mean I was good? I think it means I was good, right? I think it means I was better than like all the kids, literally all the kids. And she just looked at me. She was like, are you done? I was like, no. Where'd you test? I saw your scores. I'm sure it's very different, but I did give her shit about it. So now she is trying harder in algebra. So if her algebra teacher is listening, you're welcome, because she's going to try now.
That is a huge flex.
It is a flex, right? That's a flex. Yeah. And also, don't tell me that you're smarter than me. Here's my test scores.
Alexis's family has also always been very extremely.
Listen, I want to encourage my child to do better, but she only responds to competitive meetings.
You have to treat her like the other 8th grade girls treat her for her to respond.
Right. Yeah, she does not. I mean, unless it's you. It's fine. When she's with you, she's a different person.
She has never, maybe one time she's been mouthy when she's been with me.
Yeah.
But like,
that's because you two have the same
they were
brain.
also for a reason, right? Like there were
Yeah.
circumstances leading up to that day that
Correct.
was like, yeah, you just need some space, girl.
Yeah, correct. But yeah, she is never like that with you. But again, we laugh all the time. So like when Alyssa and I were younger, like I used to make the joke. I was like, you're going to have a kid that's like me and I'm going to end up with a kid that's like you. Like that's what's going to happen. And then we ended up with kids that are the same. God gave us kids that are the same age. He like literally gave her one. And then he was like, she's 13 and gave one to me. So
Yeah, it's frankly
very weird.
wild. The parallels in our lives. We are always
Yes.
going through
Yes.
the same things at the same time, so we can help each other through them.
Yeah,
It's very weird.
It is.
Very strange.
It
There's
is.
zero reason you should have a 13-year-old,
No, yeah, 1,000%. I mean,
and you do.
I do. Yeah. And she's going through the same things that your child's going through. So we get to, and it's kind of nice because like, where maybe one of them is struggling to talk to us, they'll talk to the other. So like if I'm having a hard time myself, I'll call Alyssa, because when she talks to Aunt Sissa, she's different, because Aunt Sissa and her, she says Aunt Sissa and her have the same brain. So it's easier for her to understand when Aunt Sissa says something than if I do. You know, and sometimes Addison will call me and be like, I don't get this and I'm mad about it.
Addison is outraged and competitive. I am not. So when she is outraged, I'm like, you need to calm down. And she's like, I am not upset enough.
I'm going to call Aunt Alexis. I'm going to call Aunt Alexis and we're going to argue about it. Speaking of things that Addison's done that made my heart die, we went to Christmas. We did Christmas in the city. Yeah, we do that. That's our new thing. We go somewhere and do something instead of like presents. We went to the city. We did an escape room. We went to Italy. It was great. Always love Italy. Anyway. Always love Italy. A lot of Italian things in this room. But anyway, so we were at the table and when Addison said that she loved debate and then wanted to be an attorney, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever wanted to cry in public more than I did when she was like, I love it. I want to be an attorney. I was like,
She wants to argue with people and win.
yes.
She highly enjoys arguing and winning.
Yes.
The argument.
Oh, I love it so much.
The girl who's got an argument for everything. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, Addison, why are we arguing? I'm so tired.
That's everybody to me all the time. I'm too tired to argue with you. Okay, so I won. So we're doing what I said then? Okay, good.
Literally it. Okay, so I won.
Yeah, it was like, but like in terms of like my aunt heart like exploding, it did for sure. I was like, oh my god, my little nugget. So the future of my law firm rests in my niece's very capable hands. It's fine.
She will also fight very hard. She will not lose.
Brother, I didn't have a mini me. I got a niece who's a mini me. She'll be just as mean to you too. It's my favorite part of her. I love that. When somebody is goes against what is the right thing to do, my niece is there to wreck you, and I enjoy it.
Listen, I'm a big fan.
It is
Love that.
so conflicting as a parent because you want her to stand up for people and for herself, and she does, and she's great at it, which is
so
not
good
like
at it.
you
That's
know,
not the conflicting part.
well, no, and also like for a 14-year-old, like that's like
hard to do.
it's very difficult, and it's the age where you want to be conforming and please everybody. But she's just not always nice about it or tactful about it.
Maybe they don't need. Maybe she doesn't need to be nice about
I know you say that.
it. Maybe people should check themselves.
There are ways I think that we can learn tact.
Probably. I mean, it took me a longer time,
But she's 14, so we let it go.
Yeah, at this age.
And we just say
At this age, I was a lot meaner.
probably
than I
there was a
am now.
nicer way to bring that.
At this age, I was a lot meaner. At her age, I was a lot meaner than I am now.
Yeah.
Now I'm not. I'm mean, but not like unjustly. Like I'm not going to go over. I'm not going to say too much to you and make it worse or something. Like I know what the line is, unless you've really crossed it, in which case I'm going to wreck your life. But other than that, it's fine. But also, will you ever do that to anybody again after I do that back to you? No, probably not. And if that means somebody else doesn't go through whatever I just had to hear you say or take in that you said,
Then fine.
Which is why you're great at your job.
Yeah.
Which is why you have the job that you do.
Right. That's why she'll be great at that job too. Because she won't let anybody cross that line.
No.
And once they do, they're going to know never to cross it again with her. And also, the world needs more women like that. The world needs more women that are willing to walk in a room and go, you don't talk to me like that, and the next time you do, I'm going to check you so hard that you won't get back up.
Period.
Yes.
Because that's... And I'm so great. When she was like, yeah, I want to do that. I was like, yes.
I've been waiting for this moment all my
I
life.
have. Sopha's too nice for that. She can be mean.
Sophie will go into some sort of like caring.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She's so sweet. And like to other people, not to me, but to others.
Sophie
other
will
humans.
fight for people in a different way.
Yes, she will. She will. We're working on using our voice more. Because I use my voice a lot. And she uses her voice inappropriately. Like when she uses her voice, it's because she can get her way and she's mad about it. Not because...
Not in a productive manner.
Right. Not because
It's in a 14-year-old.
Yeah,
she's right. She's learning. So we keep having the conversation. You got to use your voice. You can use your voice in an appropriate way. You can say, hey, I don't like that. And here's why I think I need to do it this way. And then I can explain to you. Either I'll agree with you or I'm going to say, no, this is why we're doing it this way. And I'm going to explain it to you. But you can't get mad and be like, hey, fuck off. I'm going to do it how I want. Like, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
If you tell me to fuck off, you're not going to have a phone. You're not going to have a boyfriend, a door on your room. Like, all of her stuffed animals live in the basement right now. I mean, these are the things you lose when you're rude.
It's trial and error really to figure out what hurts the most.
Yeah, well, she didn't care about that. The stuffed animals were not. It was 3 months ago, and she hasn't even asked for them back. So those are going to Goodwill. It's like, if they can live in my basement for 3 months without you even, like, caring, goodbye.
You better on that.
Yeah, that means we're past it. But her room does look like... I pulled all the junk out of it, and I was like, maybe we should not let you have that much stuff.
Yeah, I told Addison we are deep cleaning her bedroom over break because
Yeah.
I'm going to minimize the whole house over break. My first, for clients listening, I'm off work. You won't hear this till after, but I'm off work from today.
enjoying her break and be so refreshed that your cases
I'm
all have been touched.
Actually going to enjoy my break, and
That's great.
So I
I
got a lot
got
done.
done already today and this last week. So
You need it. I'm glad you're taking it.
I'm going to take 10 days. I'm pumped about it. So I'm off today and through the 2nd, and that's like the longest I've had off. I mean, we went in July to Montana. That was a long time. That was 10 days too.
Yeah, you worked through that too, though.
I did work through that. Yeah.
You took your computer and
Yeah, it worked.
I was calling you every day yelling at you to get off.
Computer. Yeah. Yeah. But it does like make it kind of easier. But also they will check my emails here when I'm gone. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, and they did a great job last time you left.
Oh my God, so good. Except the one that normally does it with me on comp is leaving with me, which is really sad panda, but Sandy will take it. She'll handle it.
You've got a very competent staff.
But yeah, we're gonna just can't wait. Christmas lights and Christmas stuff. I just can't wait. Christmas lights and Christmas stuff.
Can't wait. You need to visit some family that you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, and hang out with all my, with our group of our friends and all their kids, and it'll just be a blast. It's gonna be such a needed.
Unwind. I love that.
Yeah, and Spencer's home tonight. My husband's little brother flies in from Texas. I'm so excited to see him.
I love that.
He literally should be landing right now. He's probably, actually, I'm sure he's landed by now. He definitely is because my husband texted me.
How long have you been down for?
Through the weekend? Or?
No, I think it's through Monday. I think.
Yeah, I think it's Monday.
What are you most excited for in the new year? Do you have any resolutions that you're willing to share with the group?
Yeah. So one, my resolution is to deep clean this place, which I did a huge part of that this last month.
This place meaning the office. Yeah.
I wanted to deep clean it and
start making it more your own.
Yeah. It's hard after grief, right? When Dad died, I had to go through stuff because I couldn't look at it. So I had to just we're getting rid of stuff, And there was some stuff I just couldn't look at, so it just got put in a room. And I went through that room and cleaned all that out and cleaned out the whole basement, moved everybody's offices around and all their stuff. So
yeah, I saw Rachel's upstairs now.
Did you see Tara's office downstairs? You'll have to go look at it.
It's
so cute.
I'll have to go look.
Yeah, it's so cute. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to have a little more, a little less cluttered space. That's my goal. That's my big resolution for next year. Is to have less clutter in my life in general.
All of the things.
All of the things. Cluttered energy, cluttered chaos, and I want to respond more than I react. I've been working on that.
That's a good one.
Because I am reactive. So I have been really working on responding rather than reacting.
I pause before.
I did during a pretrial. I feel like I've really come a long way because during a pretrial last week, my opposing counsel, I told him I sent him all the records and he said, yeah, I got them, but it's 3,000 pages. And the judge is on this pretrial with us at this time. He said, I got them. It's 3,000 pages. Can't you just go through and send me the pages that matter so I can read them? And I fully stopped. And he's probably my favorite, not my favorite arbitrator. He probably is my favorite arbitrator. I mean, that's not true. I have another favorite arbitrator too. He's one of my 3 favorites, okay? But he literally threw his head back and cackled when this person said this to me because he knew that I was gonna lose it. Because women in our industry get talked to like their secretaries at all times. It is not my job to go through the records for you to make it easier for you to read them, to send it to your client when you're billing by the hour to do it.
And also, if I send you 3,000 pages, that's because you need 3,000 pages.
Right.
Read them.
Right. And I've already gone through them. I did my job. I went through and figured out what pages matter and which pages they need to know. I'm not going through and do it for you. That's not my job. I don't work for you. Just because you're old and incapable does not mean that I work for you. And also, don't be a twat. Do your job. I can't stand it. Anyway, so I made a face and he threw his head back and laughed because he knew
what you wanted to say.
And then Sophie was in the car with me and Sophie said, he can't even do his own fucking job out loud.
Well, you were not muted.
Well, I was not muted. And the arbitrator laughed harder because I said, I'm so sorry. That was my 13-year-old. But also, she has a point.
14-year-old gets it. So
it's a valid point. Do your job. You get paid to do a job. Do your job. So anyway, that's a top 5 moment for me. At least my kid's finally getting to the point where she'll be like, that's not my job to handle your stuff. That's a big... She used to just people please and do everything for everybody and not ever ask a question. So we're getting to a point where we have boundaries and we're learning to tell people to do their own fucking shit. And I love that. I'm so yes. Enforce that boundary.
Yeah. I like that for you guys.
It's wild to me that you and you are like that too though. You really used to people please. Like,
I'm getting better.
you would tell people to fuck off a lot, but you would people please too. Like,
I feel like I was actually thinking about this today in the shower. If you're wondering where it came from. But I feel like as a teenager, it was very like assertive and able to like stand up for myself and on my own. And then something happened somewhere along the line where I was just people pleasing, and I'm just now.
I think you always people please certain groups of people is what I will say. Like, certain people you always wanted to people please, and other people you were like middle fingers to the sky. Yeah. And sometimes you were like that anyway, even to people you loved. Like, I think it was just like a hard time. So like you were trying to figure out who you could trust, and and then I think once you became more secure in who you could trust, I think then you got a little people pleasing because you could just be a little more like, you were like a little more zen, kind of like you knew the people that loved you and they weren't going to go anywhere, and it was different, and now I love that you're like coming back to the no. Because some of us have stood up for a couple of years and been like, she won't be doing that. Thank you for asking her.
But yes, you're very fortunate to have
some of us have been like, hey, could you put me on speakerphone, please? Thank you so much. She won't be doing that. She will not be participating in that activity. Do you have questions? They can come to me. They will not be directed to her. Thank you so much. Leave my sister alone. There are very few people in this world that I will like. I mean, I'm always going to battle to make sure somebody's got justice, but like, there's no like, if you come for my sister, I'm not only going to wreck your world, I'm going to wreck every single happy moment you'll ever have for the rest of your life. Like, there will be no happiness. There will only be sadness and pain if you come for my sister. Like, it's the same for my husband. It's the same for my kid. It's the same for her kid. Like, if you come for my people, you will only know sadness.
I hope you all have somebody like that in your life. I can tell you it's very nice. It's very rewarding.
That's probably my favorite part of this. Like, this for me, this year, this is like the highlight of this year for me, that we're doing this together. Like, I love having an Alyssa in your corner means having somebody that when you're like, and you call her, she's like, hey, okay, let's go walk through it. Let's figure it out. And if there's justifiable anger to be had, my sister is finding that aggression and she's coming for you. Like, can I tell my favorite Alyssa story?
I don't know. Can you?
It's the one in high school. We weren't talking. Can I tell my favorite Alyssa story?
I feel like you already told it.
Okay, but can I tell it?
Okay, fine. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so Alyssa and I weren't talking. I don't even know what it was over. I'm sure it was something very dumb.
One of many times.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we did that, like, which is wild. I mean, again, God was not going to let us separate. It's very clear.
No, but it was how I dealt with, like, well, I just cut people off.
And I didn't know how to, I just wanted to love you, so I didn't know. I was just like, okay, fine, I'll just be here. So when you're done being man, come on back. So this time was serious. We hadn't talked for like 3 months. Like, it was like the longest we ever went without talking, I think. It was like 3 months.
Okay. It was a long time.
That's my memory. Maybe it wasn't that long, but my memory says it was a long time.
Your memory is much better.
And I was very concerned about it because I was like, I don't love that we're still not talking. And I'm going to have to find a way to make her love me again. I'm going to have to get back in there and make her love me again. Because I chose Alyssa in 8th grade when she walked into science class. I was like, that's my new best friend. And that was it.
That's true. I didn't have a choice.
I literally just never went away. I was like, you're mine now. Worked out fine. So anyway, we were in the hallway, we were talking, and some girl said something mean about me. I don't even really know what she said. I think she called me a bitch. And my sister snatched her and was like, you don't ever get to talk about her that way. I'm the only one who can call her bitch. You don't get to talk about her that way.
That's true, though.
And I was walking into our homeroom and I heard it happening. And I remember being like, yes, not fighting anymore. And she came in the homeroom and I was like, hi.
I probably looked at you in a similar way, just like,
You did. You looked at me and were like, it's not a big deal. I was like, okay, but you love me. So we're fine. It's fine. And since then, never again. It's fine. I was like, if you can still love me after that and still want to beat somebody up for me too, then.
high school was really rough for me.
High school was rough for
all of us.
For all of us.
But I went through it in high school.
You did. But the most loyal best friend I could ever have asked for. My whole life. Like, there's never a moment if I call Alyssa, it could be 3 a.m, she's answering, and
Yep.
so if you piss me off, we're burying your body. It's not just me. I mean, it's probably us. That's my Marianne for sure. Every time I watch those videos, the Marianne and Wanda videos, I'm like, that's my Marianne.
Yeah.
Like, you're my Marianne. 100%. That's my Marianne.
Yep.
And I'm 100% your Marianne. I'm probably already in the car driving it with somebody in the back.
Honestly.
If they've upset you, so. But yeah, I'm very grateful that something inside me was like, that's your best friend when we were in 8th grade, because my favorite part of this is how we've grown through the years. Like, we get each other now. Like, we always understood each other, but like, we get it. Like, it's different.
It's different, yeah.
It's different. Like
As adults, knowing each other as kids and growing and moving and changing and quite literally moving to Boston.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's
a lot of really scary things that I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do. You told me I could do.
it's really fucking special.
That's my memory. As I was like, I don't know if I can move to the city all by myself. And you were like, you'll be fine.
You'll figure it out.
I was like, I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to leave my apartment, actually. I think Chuckers and I will just split ham sandwiches and stay here.
And you made friends.
I did make friends.
You left your apartment.
I did.
You had
It took like a whole 2 months, though, remember?
You had a great time. And Boston was awesome.
And Boston was really good for me. It was the best thing I could have ever done.
Yeah.
It totally changed who I was as a person. I
If
mean,
you needed it.
yeah, it totally changed.
Really outside
It
of
totally changed who I was
the
as a person.
space.
Yeah, I think mostly because not even like, I mean, my parents are with love overbearing, but like, and like always just wanted, not like in a bad way, but like always just like, we've got you. We'll help you do that, whatever it's going to
They
be.
have high expectations for you, and
They wanted to help.
they were involved, and they wanted to guide you.
Yeah, they were great. I'm not like, they're great parents, like, but they were always there. So like there was not a chance to fall because there was no falling, which I try to remember, Sophie, that sometimes I need to let her fall so she can figure out how to do that before she's 25. Like, I need her to figure out how to pick herself up at 23 instead of.
Yeah, but how do you do that as a mom? You know?
Yeah, no, it's really tough. Like, now that I'm doing it, I'm like,
Because I say the same thing about Addison. I'm like, she's going to fail sometime.
I know.
But like, she's perfect.
I literally look at, sometimes she does things, I'm like, hey, dipshit, that's going to end poorly. Like, you can't do that. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
The other day she was like, you know, when I'm being dumb and you say, hey, Dippy, she was like, it's kind of mean. I was like, I mean, but is it, or was it kind of dumb to do that? She's like, no, it's kind of dumb to do that. She's like, it's not really mean. I'm just kidding. And like, she'll laugh about it. Like, she'll like tell her friends, like, when I do something stupid at cheer practice, she'll be like, hey, Dippy, it's this. Like, so it's like now our new running joke is, hey, Dippy do. Hey, Dippy do.
Yeah.
Is that the right choice? But I can't I don't want to let her, you know, I don't want her to fail if I can help her. But she doesn't learn. The problem is she doesn't learn when I do that. If I thought she was picking up on the times when I thought she was going to make a choice, that was not a great choice because she's never done anything to really fail, right? Like, she's too smart and too good of a kid. But like, when she was going to make a bad choice, like even just like a semi-bad choice, and I'm like, hey, Dippy Doo, what is the thought process when you're doing that? She'll look at me and be like, oh yeah, you're right, that was dumb. But then she'll do it again like 3 months later, and I'm like, oh my God, because I stopped you didn't learn. I have to let you get screamed at and grounded. And I don't want that for her. I don't want her to be yelled at. I don't want her to be grounded because she's being lazy at 14. Because at 14, they're all lazy. Like, they all are just like, I did that chore, and you walk in and it's not even like the worst effort you've ever seen anyone give on any school project of all time is what it looks like.
It's really wash if there's still crusty food on the dish.
No, it is not. Why is that a question? I have to ask it all the time. What the why am I?
Do you have eyeballs?
This glass is supposed to be see-through. Why is it cloudy? You nasty. Get it out of there.
You want to drink or eat out of this.
I made her the one day she didn't wash a glass, and I was like, go fill it with water. She was like, no. She got like to here, and she was like, okay, I'll wash it. I was like, did we learn a lesson? I mean, if you don't want anybody else to drink out of that, then don't put it that way. If you're not going to drink out of it, don't do it that way. She was doing that with the animals too. Like she wasn't like really cleaning out like the water. Like she'd dump it out, but she wouldn't scrub it out. You gotta scrub it out when you have farm animals. So she wouldn't do that. And I was like, you have to scrub it out. And if you don't, they're drinking muck. So the one day she left milk in a glass, and I left the milk in there and didn't clean it out. And then I filled it with water and I handed it to her. And I said, there's your water. She asked me for water. I was like, yeah, sure. So I filled the glass with water and I gave it to her. She was like, why is it cloudy? I was like, oh, I didn't think I needed to wash it out. I dumped it out. And she just looked at me and I was like, go ahead, drink it. She just looked at me. She was like, I'm not going to make you drink it, but do you understand the point?
Right.
And she was like, yeah, I get it. But like, it didn't dawn on her until it was her glass that was cloudy and gross that she wouldn't want to be in that position. So she shouldn't put others.
They're not thinking all the way through because they're kids.
Right. Little dippy doos. That's what I said. I was like, you're just a little dippy doo. I tell her all the time, I'm like, it's not your fault that you're a dippy doo. Your frontal lobe isn't developed. Like, it's not your fault that you're a dippy doo. It's not. You're very smart.
Yes.
But sometimes you do very dippy doo things because you don't have a developed frontal lobe. We have to think about it. Mm-hmm. I need you to start, but it won't develop if you don't work on it a little bit. You got to start using it.
Please.
I told her to clean her room. It was my favorite thing of the week. This is the most Alexis thing she's ever done in her life. I told her to clean her room. I walk in the room last night. She had stacks of t-shirts. Like for like workout t-shirts, right? Like these are like her like cheer, basketball, whatever. Stacks of t-shirts. And instead of taking them out I was like, clean up your room. And I don't know what she heard when I said that. I think what she heard was clean up the floor and shut the drawers. That's what I think she heard. What I said was clean your room. So I walked in and there's a stack of t-shirts in her art. They've been in there. Okay. Like we went through her drawers and she was supposed to put them away. These are the ones she was keeping. But instead she didn't. And the nice lady who cleans our house, because she's an angel, put them under her. She has a drawer that slides out that she has all her art supplies in. There's room in there. So she put them in there. That's not where they go. That's her art supply drawer. That's all that should be in there is arts, crafts, jewelry, whatever. All of her like craft stuff goes in there. I was like, why are the t-shirts still in the craft drawer? And she goes, well, that's where they've been.
But is that where they belong?
Sister, what are you saying to me right now? I was like, sis, do you think that's where they go? And she was like, well, they're in a drawer. It was like, just being in a drawer does not mean they're put away. Like, I need you to leave this house as an 18-year-old that's functioning and able to clean up your life. Like, you need to know to put things away the first time so that it's not an overwhelming mess. Because again, I didn't, and I want you to be better than me. Like, so now we have rules in place because I didn't have those same rules. Yep. My room looked like this. I did that. I remember that moment. Like, you will not do that because when I was 25 and had to clean up my own shit, it was awful.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how to do it. I just left shit everywhere, like, well, it's in a drawer, so it's fine. Well, no, now I don't remember what drawer it's in because you're an idiot. Put it back in the same place every single time. Like, so I just didn't want that I don't want that for her. And you were never like that. Like, you were never like that.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel like you were like that.
Oh, yeah. I'm still like that.
Do you Dulame Clutterbug drawers?
Yeah.
Do you? I feel like you do. Your husband seems so like you know where everything is. It's all.
It's an illusion.
Okay, well, I just love you, so I
would never have rose-colored glasses on when you look at me.
I do think you're like the greatest human in the world.
I need somebody to look at me like that. I do think you're the greatest. I appreciate that because nobody else looks at me like that.
I do think you're the greatest. True. I do think that.
So don't stop. No, but
also,
yeah. I am human and my shit is a mess.
I do love my shit too.
Poor animals. There's hair everywhere, and I just
sister, I can't think about it. No,
I can't.
The 3 dogs Craven shedding. I was like, my God. I'm dying actually, so it's fine. Yeah. So yeah, I do make clutterbug, so I need to quit doing that. That's my like resolution for the New Year's. We're not gonna clutterbug. We're gonna get rid of all this shit in the house that we don't need. Decompress. We're gonna redo the house next year, so I'm excited about that. We're gonna add on.
You're gonna add on to it?
We're gonna build out our front porch, make it 3 seasons all the way around.
Yes.
Instead of just on the front and the back, it'll be all the way around then, and then. Above it, upstairs, we're going to build it so we can build out from upstairs and expand our bedroom and our closet out so that our bathroom can be bigger because our bathroom is a hallway.
That makes sense.
And it's the shower is literally like
Well, it's a farmhouse.
beep. Yeah, we got to get a bigger shower. So when we stayed in Chicago this weekend, their shower, best idea I've ever seen in my life. The shower, there's a shower door. The shower is in front. The bathtub is behind it. So you get out of the bathtub onto the shower tile with the drain. You can rinse off, and all your water doesn't come out of that bathroom. It's even got towel hooks in there to dry off with.
That's beautiful. That's a great idea.
I was like, what is this? I went in there. I was like, this is
now our bathroom.
This is what we need. So that's what we're going to do. Because I was like, this is what we need. I was going to get one of those giant bathtub shower enclosed things, the sauna things. Yeah, we're going to do this. Cheaper and better. I'm cheap. So that's very important. I'm not cheap about other people. I like to give everybody I love nice things. I'm cheap about myself.
Well, but also your husband's capable of doing all of those things.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You can have a nice bathroom.
Yeah.
That your husband can build for you.
Yes,
I also it's cost somebody an additional $20,000 that
Yes.
he's able to do.
He also thinks I have rose-colored glasses about him, though. I do think everything he does is perfect, and I do think he's perfect and is capable of all things. And sometimes he's like, I can't do that. And I'm like, no, you probably can. I mean, I think you can.
I do the same thing with Adam. He gets so mad at me. You were capable of figuring out everything, though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. If he hadn't instilled so much faith in me very early on that he could do all the things, I probably wouldn't feel that way.
I feel like it's his fault, really.
Yeah, it's his fault. I was like, the reason I asked you to do all the things is because you did them. You literally did. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
You literally watched every YouTube video and figured everything out that we needed you to figure
Well,
out.
like sometimes
He doesn't even watch a YouTube. Sometimes he's just like, yeah, this, and just does it. Like, he had never built any, like, he had like built in wood shop, right? But like, not like, he built an entire workbench. He sat down and was like, yeah, this, like, just sat down at the kitchen table, drew it out, figured out all the dimensions, figured out how much wood he would need, figured out what kind of screws and nails and all of it. And I was like, I just wouldn't even know where to start. Like, I can draw a square. I could have done that. I can draw the square. I wouldn't know how long the square has to be.
I could design it for you in a computer program.
I can't do that, so good for you.
To look pretty, but as far as like functional,
No idea.
This is amazing.
Things you need.
Have you seen
his
this?
workbench yet?
The one in his shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no, at the house. The one at the house.
Oh no. No. So it's a table, and it has two saws that flip underneath that are attached. So when you're not using them, they flip down, and it's a full counter again.
Nice.
And then when you need the saw, you push it, and it flips back up, and he's got the saw on top again.
That's awesome.
And it's got
A built-in like measuring system in the middle, and I mean it's like literally incredible. He hooked up the air compressor to it, so I can again, if he wasn't so damn talented, I wouldn't think he was the greatest of all time. But I do think he's kind of the GOAT because he just does things. Like he'd ridden quads, but he had never raced, and he got on a quad for the first time and got first place. And I was like, who does that? Like, I got on a quad the first time and I ran into a tree. And then I got stuck because I couldn't figure out how to reverse. And then but I told him I knew how to reverse because I am not going to be beat at things. So I was like, I can reverse. I don't need you to watch me. Leave me alone. And then I got stuck in the tree and he had to come back for me 5 minutes later.
Very nice.
We also kayaked for the first time. And I was like, I can flip this kayak back over. First of all, that's an incredibly difficult thing to do. This is a wild showing of like bravado that I had. I was like, I can do it. I know I can. I can figure it out. You can do it. I can do it. No, I cannot. Turns out I thought I was drowning. I was very sure I was going to die. I think he held me under there for 3 minutes before he flipped me up. He says it was 28 seconds. I feel like it was 3 minutes. I think he lied.
You were out of breath.
I was 100% panicking. Couldn't even get out of the kayak. Like, couldn't even get myself loose from the kayak to get out. He had to flip me back up because you're supposed to like roll and then like you have to like, I don't know, to roll back up, and it takes a lot of strength. It's really hard. And I really overestimated my strength. I was in really good shape then, like not fluffy shape. I was in good shape then, and I still could not roll myself back up. Like, it was really tough. But he has a lot of upper body strength, so it like kind of makes sense. And I have a lot of lower body strength, not a lot of upper body strength. I'm a lot better now that I got the farm because I throw hay bales. So now I can do things. We were walking on a farm fleet. I have to tell you this. We went to pick up hay bales and chicken feed. And we got we only need one hay bale. We were just short one. So I got one hay bale and one bag of 50-pound chicken feed. They both weigh 50 pounds. They're equal in weight. Sophie grabs the chicken feed, the 50-pound bag, and I had the hay bale. And I threw the hay bale up on my shoulder because it's always easier to carry it up there rather than by my wrist. You know, it hurts I have carpal tunnel. I type too much. So it hurts if I carry it here. She had the chicken bag over her shoulder, and this older farmer walked by us, and he was like, "Girl, that's a heavy bag. Good for you." And she was like, "I carry 2 of these at a time." I was like, she can. That's true.
I love her.
She can. It's actually accurate. And she's a base in cheerleading, so she can hold like our one flyer is she's probably about 100 pounds. I mean, she's pretty close, and she holds her by herself. Like, she's got no problem just putting her up. It's wild. From the kid who 2 years ago cried when she had to move a bag of chicken feed because she had never done anything like that. So she moved the farm. We taught her she had to do chores. So she started moving chicken feed bags, and she cried. That first day, I'll never forget her moving that first bag of chicken feed. She drug it across my driveway, broke it open like 3 times. I was so mad. And then she she cried. She was like, "Just come help me." I was like, "You have to learn to rely on yourself. You are very dependent. You need to learn that you can have some faith in yourself and you can do things. I need you to know you can do it. So I am not going to help. I will help later. If you're still struggling in 35 minutes and you haven't figured out a way to get it in there, like, you can't problem solve and figure out something, we'll talk it out. I'm not going to do it for you, but we'll talk it out." And I came back outside, and she had found the wheelbarrow and was getting it into the wheelbarrow. And I walked out there and I was like, "See, there's more than one way to do things. It doesn't have to be raw strength right now. But the more you raw strength it, the more you're gonna yeah." And now she's 2 at a time, hauls them in there. Doesn't even flinch. And drags a 130-pound bucket of water back into the stall every night, you know? Like, she's... And it is the stall buckets are heavy, and she moves them as well as I do. I was impressed. Yesterday we were moving them. Last night we were moving them, and I was like, "You really are doing that as well as I am. Like, you're lifting that as well as I am. I'm actually impressed. Good for you." Like, because that's a long way from where we started. Yeah. No, she's the best girl. I'm so proud of her. She's really come a long way. She's a very different kid than the kid I have. I mean, I've known her since she was 2, but I mean, the kid that moved into our house 3 years ago is a very different kid than the kid I know now. She's much more self-assured. Like, she knows she can do things. Yeah, for sure. She did throw a fit about having to do a back walkover without a spot yesterday. I was like, "I'm not spotting you." She was like, "What do you mean? Ashley always spots me." I was like, "She's too soft on you. I'm not spotting you. You've done it 58 times on your own. You don't need a spot. Do it." "Well, I need a spot the first time." That's a problem. You're relying on it. It's a crutch. I'm not doing it on principle, because you need to not have the crutch. You need to know you can do it without a crutch. I'm not doing it. And she's capable of doing it. She did it. After she stopped throwing a fit and shit talking and rolling her eyes, she went outside. No, it was at 10. I was like, "There is no reason for you to be this mean right now. It's not even 6 a.m. Why are you being so mean?" So I made her go outside. Her workout, they have to do cheer workouts over break. All of them have cheer workouts. So I changed her workout and I made her run first so that she would, like, get out of her head a little bit. Yeah. And she went outside and ran, and then she came back in. She was still all pissed off, and she just did the back walk over, and I looked at her. I was like, "I thought you needed a spot." She goes, I was like, "No, I thought you needed a spot. That's what you told me. You couldn't do it with a spot. Didn't you just do it?" But last night, she walked up to me and was like, "I'm really glad you did that this morning, because you're right. I just need to get out of my own way." And I was like, "Yeah, you do." You're right. You need to be a little more fuck you, I can do it even if you can't, because you'll figure it out. Like the kayak, I nearly drowned, but I figured it out. I learned it after that because I wanted to learn it. Because I couldn't stand that I nearly drowned and somebody had to help me. Couldn't stand it. So now I know how to do it. He still married me after that. That's crazy. I literally tried to drown myself to prove a point, and he was still like, "Yeah, that's the one." Pure stupidity. Pure unbridled.
And sometimes
stupidity.
it's
very cute to watch you, to watch your determination.
And then the epic fail that follows it immediately.
Well, it's not always an epic fail, though.
No, it's not. It's not. There have been times that it's
The
worked
part where
out.
it's like, man, you really did that.
I'm telling you what, the blind determination to survive taking over this place is really what the blind confidence is what got me through, is what I like to say.
Taking this place over so fresh out of law school while also dealing with grief
yeah,
and being where you are today
it's crazy.
is huge.
It's crazy.
Crazy how far we've come. It's crazy.
I do feel like
I'm very unsurprised.
I know.
So we're on the same
But
page.
again,
Rose-colored glasses and my best friend who thinks the world of me. So
But it's huge. It's a huge accomplishment. I hope you pat yourself on the back.
a little bit. We survived it.
You did it.
But I do feel like that's like the goal this next year, is to kind of clean things out, because it's me.
Yeah.
It's me. I mean, I am always dad.
You're a part of the legacy.
I'm always dad, but it's me.
Yeah.
And I feel like for the first time this year, I have like, it almost feels like, not like permission, like he always wanted it to be me. He told me when I became a lawyer, which is wild. This is where I get the blind confidence from, by the way. It's just because my dad was such a like, my dad had unbridled confidence in every single thing I ever did. He was like, yeah, no, you got 100%. I did not have it, but he was like, you have it. You're 100%. You're going to do it. Don't talk. And my mom, we're not allowed to use the word I can't. Both of my parents, I can't is not an option. Figure it out. You have to solve your problems. I can't is not an option. If you need to figure it out, you figure it out. Go figure it out. And that really is like what led to the unbridled confidence that sometimes is my downfall. But
Be a little delulu to find the solution.
yeah, that is the catchphrase. Yeah, it did work though. I mean, but he said that for becoming an attorney, he was like, "You're better than I was. You're better than I was already. I know you are. I just know you are." And I was like, "That's not." And you have no reason. I remember being like, "You have zero reasons to
Did
think
have
that."
reason to think that because he came with no background into doing what he did, and you grew up with it, learning from him from day one. So he did have reason.
he said I negotiated better than he did ever, even as a kid. I did write my first contract at age 3. So
We're on some Frenchman.
my friend, it was Anna Castellanos. She's not Anna Castellanos anymore, but it was for Anna, so she could get a Lego, I think, or Star Wars something. I wrote her a thing. She had to do these chores, and their parents had to get her a Lego, and they all signed it. That was my first client. She did get her Star Wars thing. Yeah. We laugh about it all the time. She still has it. She kept it. She still has it. So like she'll post it every year. She's like, remember when I was your first client? I do.
I love that.
I love that too. I'm very grateful to have so many of my friends from my childhood that are still my friends, that still like love and support me and show up for me. You know, like
A lot of OGs.
I have a lot of OGs. That's crazy. For a kid who wasn't sure she would ever have that many friends, I have a lot of OGs.
That was don't give yourself any credit when you were a kid.
Yeah, I was afraid of most people, to be fair. So
That's shocking to me.
they were so mean to me. I was terrified of everybody.
It really
Not
was.
everybody.
No, but most people.
I had a
50%
I had
of the
a-
population.
It feels like that because I made it look like that, but it's very much an autism mask. I put up a full wall to everybody but like 12 people, I think, until I was in college and learned how to unmask a little bit. Honestly, my college group of friends is what I think taught me how to unmask a little bit. And then my law school group of friends wouldn't let me mask because they all also had autism. So they were like, quit that. What do you really think?
Yeah.
Quit that. So now you have who you have.
We love it.
I mask way less now.
Same.
Way less. But it did take a long time for me to figure out that I was masking. I was like, I just built a wall and acted like I was an extrovert even when I didn't want to be. Like going into a room of 100 people is literally my nightmare, just so we're clear. And I would like walk in like I own the place in high school. Like I don't even know where that confidence came from because I literally was terrified every day when I pulled up to school. Terrified.
No, I would have never guessed.
Terrified.
Never would have guessed.
You were, but you had all the friends. Like it was so like, You had all the friends. People were always like, "Oh my God, Alyssa's so cool. She's so pretty." And I was like, "Yeah, look at her hair, and then look at mine. That's why we do."
First of all, nobody referred to me as Alyssa. I was Jordan's sister.
No, you were Alyssa in our grade. You were Alyssa. I heard about cute Alyssa and more than enough times, and I can remember quite a few humans who felt that way. So, okay, fine.
My husband.
Okay, well, I shoved you down that path. You're welcome, by the way.
It really turned out to be pretty great.
Yeah, go love him. He's wearing a puka shell necklace. You still have to love him. But to be fair,
That wasn't so fun.
it was. Oh, it was Libras. But he wore it with pride, and I love that for him. And Sophie's wearing one now, and every time she wears it, all I can think is, fucking Adam. Every time she wears it, I'm like, I'm going to pull out Uncle Adam's yearbook photo where he's wearing it, and I'm going to show it to you. And you and Uncle Adam.
Has she not gone through your yearbooks yet?
She's my sophomore year one. The worst picture I ever took with that brown eyeshadow. Remember that brown eyeshadow? What was I doing? Also, I love you. Why'd you let me out of the house? What?
Listen, I wore pajama pants and t-shirts every day.
I know, but your hair is perfect. Your hair
My hair was crunchy.
No, in that yearbook photo, it's the flip. It was when you had all those layers.
Terrible.
It was so bad, but it was the style
so
then.
bad.
It's so bad now, but it was the style then.
Aniston.
It was the style then.
It was so bad.
It was the style then, and it was perfect. And your makeup is perfect. She looked at you. She was like, "Wow, Alyssa looks perfect." And then she looked at me. She was like, "Who did your makeup?" I was like, "Me," because I was trying to do it like Alyssa, and I couldn't.
We all bloom at different times, you know.
Oh, I was such a late bloomer. Fuck.
You really were.
Fuck, it took like 22. Fuck, that was a long time.
You had to get out of Ottawa. You could not bloom where you were planted.
I don't know, man. It was rough. I remember when I came back home, people were like, "You're really pretty." I was like,
I've always been.
Also, fuck you.
I've always been, thank you.
I just didn't know how to do makeup before. Now I figured it out. It's different. Because I used to think it was because I was chubby, and that's like why I wasn't as pretty to people. And then I gained my weight back, and I'm like, no, people still think I'm pretty. It's just because I couldn't do makeup.
I mean, you know.
Shit.
We all had our awkward phases.
Oh, mine was so long though. It was so unfortunate. It was like 9 to 18, 9 to 21.
It was not to 21.
20.
It was 20. Not even to 20.
Yeah, it was because that was
I feel
when-
like you came back on winter break after being gone one semester of college.
Oh yeah, that was when I lost. That was when I lost my weight. That was when I lost my weight. That was when I lost like 60 pounds. Because all I ate was tomatoes and ham and cheese and bananas and apples with peanut butter and chicken noodle soup. That's all I ate. I mean, I was too afraid of everything else. I was like, all this food is different. It was a very diverse cafeteria, and I was very afraid of all the foods. I was like, and now I'm a foodie now. Like now, send me back in, coach, because now I'm pumped. But then I was like, I will have salad bar, please. I literally ate ham, cheese, tomatoes on a plate every day. That was my lunch. And then no bread, just ham, cheese, and tomatoes. And then peanut butter and an apple or peanut butter and a banana. And then I would have chicken noodle soup, and that was my lunch. And at breakfast, I would eat egg whites and those the egg cups, the scramble cups. I would have those. And then my dessert or my like snack was always pudding or Jell-O, because that's all I could fit in my dorm fridge. So pudding or Jell-O and whipped cream. And then dinner was whatever, pizza or whatever I could find. That wasn't, scary. That is how I lost
You just
60 pounds.
explained Peter's diet.
I know, isn't it crazy? It worked. It was how I lost my weight. It turns out my body does like that, but now as a human, that's not enough. I want different foods. Yeah, I want foods. Like I don't want, Yeah. So, which is how I gained the weight back. So unfortunate, but we'll try again. It's fine. That's part of my New Year's resolution too, is to work a little bit more on me outside of here. Go work out every morning. Tara, helps with that. She will yell at me if I don't go. So we'll go at 5 a.m. and work out, and then go to cheer practice at 6:15. And Sophie's going to go with me.
Good one to have.
Yeah, she's the most motivated. And she will make me care about myself when I don't. Like, all my friends, I feel like, have very different, like, strengths. Like, T is very driven. And if she wants something, she's going to get it. But, like, and I'm like that for everybody but me. And she will call me out on that, like, relentlessly. She'll be like, you're not doing anything for you. What have you done for you? And when are you taking a break? Because I've seen you do these 28 things for everybody else this week, and I don't see you doing anything for you. When's the last time you took a bubble bath? Like, I was so stressed last week. I don't know if my hair looked gross or what. She was like, did you take a bubble bath? I was like, no. She was like, you need a bubble bath. I was like, does it not look like I washed my hair? I washed it yesterday. She's like, I can just tell you haven't done anything for yourself. But she's right. Even in my shower, I like literally didn't even put like conditioner on. I just shampooed, got out, and went to cook dinner.
Just because you could.
Wasn't thinking. I had things to do. I didn't have time. Wrap it up. So that's my New Year's resolution. Less clutter, a little more focus on me, and a little less trying to psycho control everything in my life. A little more hands off. I'm going to try to do less.
I feel like that's part of the decluttering.
It is.
Decluttering your mind a little bit.
Yeah, that's what needs to happen. Like, I need to let my husband do things instead of like being like, did you do that, or am I doing that, or would you like to do that, or do you want me to ask Sophie to do that? Like, I need to just let him handle it because I annoy him. He was already doing it 90% of the time when I've texted him to be like, hey, should I do that, or are you going to do it? He's already done it, and it's just annoying. So I'm going to try to be less annoying for him. And if you're listening, you're welcome.
You're just used to being a manager.
Yeah, that's the problem, though. Can't manage everything, everywhere. So,
Your staff needs you.
yeah, I can see that. They probably want to eat.
Oh, I'm sure it's 2:30.
We are doing fun snackies. Woohoo!
It's good talking to you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love that we do this. This is my favorite.
It's so fun.
It makes my heart so happy. So shout out to my favorite person for doing my podcast with me. Because now we get to hang out twice a month no matter what, even with our schedules suck.
Yeah, and listen, I didn't share them yet, but our Spotify Wrapped was like kind of lit.
Was it?
Kind of lit.
Okay, can you share it to me so I can see it? I'm really pumped about it. I'm really proud of us.
We were actually, I think like 8 people's #1 podcast.
That's awesome.
I know.
I love that.
I know, me too.
I love that.
It's pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy. We're building
And that's
something.
just on the one platform.
Yeah, but we're building something. It's going to be great. But it is my favorite thing ever, just so we're clear. Tune in for more best friend moments like this, because our friendship is very wholesome. I will say, like most people don't have us, and we are pretty great together.
That's true.
If you don't have if this is not the kind of friendship you do, like, seriously go find someone that is that for you. 'Cause I could not
They're out
function.
there.
I could not function without her and my husband. I could not do it. So, love you.
Love you.